I'm really scared these piles are gonna fall over. Books, 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 books. What is up guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Morgan and if you're new make sure you subscribe and turn on my post notifications to see my videos every single week. So in today's video I'm going to be tier ranking every single book I own. Now, this isn't even a quarter of the books I own, but this is as many as I could pick up. I'm really scared these piles are going to fall over. So the rankings are as follows. At the top we have BRB rereading, which is for the ultimate god tier books. Next we have comfort read, which is what I personally like to read over and over and over again. They give me comfort, they're nice, they're solid books. Next is 4 out of 5 stars. Missed the mark just a little bit on those books. Would not recommend. Books I wouldn't read again. Books I probably didn't make my way through. If a friend asked me for a recommendation, would not be on this list. And the lowest of the low for my enemies. And then the final category is my to be read list, because I do own some books that I haven't yet read. Most of them are sequels that I bought because I wanted to finish the series off and then I have not gotten around to reading them. So let us go on a journey and read. Not read. We're not reading today. We're not doing another reading challenge. We are ranking my books. I don't even know how to get through this pile. I don't even know where to put the books when I'm done with them. I guess we're gonna have to start with this. Independent Study. This is the second book in a series. I don't own the first one because I was given this one and the third one. I did, however, get the first one from the library, so I've read it. I don't necessarily think this left an impression on me. I'm gonna put it in would not recommend. I don't remember anything about these books. I remember the first one, but I don't think the second and third ones were very good, and so I read them but then they left my brain afterwards. So along with that, Graduation Day, which is the third book, is also going to be in would not recommend. It's okay. I read you. I didn't really enjoy you, but you're still on my bookshelf because I don't know what to do with you. My next book is The Hunger Games, with what I believe is the original cover, because these are my mum's books that she got before the movies came out. I actually don't know where to put this. I'm gonna put this in comfort read, because although I have reread the Hunger Games books more than once, and they are iconic, but they're just not at the god tier level. I am, however, feeling like I want to put Catching Fire and BRB rereading. Catching Fire is my favorite out of all of them. You know what? We're going to put it in the top. We're going to put it in the top. This is a top tier book. I love it. I live for it. It's great. And to round off the series, Mockingjay, which is probably the worst of the trilogy. I feel like the third book's always the worst for some reason. So I'm going to give this 4 out of 5 stars. First 2 books in the series are amazing, and this one is a bit of a letdown. I was going to move on to the next series, but we also own The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which I'm so excited it's being made into a movie. I'm actually going to put it in BRB rereading because it was a really solid book. I would read it over and over and over again. I personally think that it's better than the original trilogy. I don't know. I personally really enjoyed it. Next series. Okay, we nearly through our first pile. The first pile of 5. Next is The Maze Runner. I personally don't really like this series. I don't feel bad if I put it in would not recommend. It's part of the epic dystopian novels that were made into movies, so it can't be in would not recommend. You have to read it if you're into reading. I just feel like you just have to. All dystopian books, you must read them. We're gonna go with 4 out of 5 stars. The Scotch Trials, I'm also gonna go with 4 out of 5 stars. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't great. It missed the mark a little bit. So The Deaf Cure, I'm putting would not recommend. It was the worst of the 3. It was terrible. I would not read it again. I didn't like it. It was boring. Bye bye. They are we'll turn them around. This is the Percy Jackson series. I'm so excited for them to make this into a TV series with the characters being their actual ages. I am so excited. I cannot wait. I hope it comes out. It's gonna take a while, but still. I, unlike most people, did not read the Percy Jackson series when I was younger. I didn't read them till last year. I don't know why, because they're really good books and I would have enjoyed them. The Lightning Thief. We're gonna put it in comfort read. I will put it in BRB rereading. But individual book wise, this one's going in comfort read. I made that sound like an insult. Comfort read is not an insult. Comfort read is still like top of the top for me. Sea of Monsters. I'm honestly gonna put it in 4 out of 5 stars. The Titan's Curse. This one's also going in 4 out of 5 stars. This one was the most boring of the 5. This was hard to get through. This made me not want to continue onwards. It's still part of the series. It's just not up there. Battle of the Labyrinth. This is gonna go in comfort read. I really enjoyed this one. I thought it was really interesting. It was really cool and it made me love the book just based on the fact that there's a labyrinth. And finally, The Last Olympian, I'm putting in BRB rereading. I thought it was the most interesting of the 5. A stack of books here. This is where the excitement begins. the Harry Potter series. We're gonna ignore the fact that my Philosopher's Stone is a different cover because I originally read it at the library and then went and bought all the other books and then never bothered to buy the Philosopher's Stone till last year. Which also means I've only read this one once and I don't actually remember the contents of the book. I'm gonna put this on my to be read list. Based on the fact that even though I've read it, it was a long time ago. It was probably a solid 10 years ago. It needs to be read again. Amber of Secret. This one is going in 4 out of 5 stars. Based on the fact that I don't like giant snakes and it ruins the book for me. However, it's Harry Potter, so it's still amazing. Prisoner of Azkaban, BRB rereading. We don't need to question that. That's just where it's going. Goblet of Fire, I'm putting in 4 out of 5 stars. Sorry, I'm sorry. Order of the Phoenix, however, is going in the comfort read level. Half-Blood Prince, it's my favorite book. It's my favorite movie. I love it. I live for it. It's a BRB rereading because this is my favorite out of the entire series. And finally, The Deathly Hallows. This one's also going in 4 out of 5 stars. We have another dystopian trilogy, as everybody should have, because if you didn't go and read all of the popular dystopian books that were turned into movies, I don't believe that you enjoy books. Divergent is going in BRB rereading. Insurgent is going in comfort read, and Allegiant is going on would not recommend because it was a terrible book. My actual physical bookshelf books are just a whole bunch of trilogies and series because I can't handle having one of a book and not having the rest, so I always make sure that I have a complete series. Serpent and Dove. Cover is just so pretty. This one is going in... There's so many books in 4 out of 5 stars. Comfort read or 4 out of 5 stars. I'm going to put it in 4 out of 5 stars. It was a really good book. I just wouldn't say that it's a comfort read for me. The next two, Blood and Honey and Gods and Monsters, are both going in my to be read list because I actually haven't read them yet. We finally have a one-off book. This one is Lore. I love going and BRB rereading because I'd read this over and over again. I love the concept, I love the book, I love the writing style. This is my favorite book series of all time. These are the ultimate comfort reads. The Selection is going in BRB rereading. The Elite is also going in BRB rereading. The One is going in comfort read. The Air, which is a follow-on book, which is not part of the original trilogy, however I thought it was better, is going in BRB reread. Along with The Crown, which is also going in BRB rereading. The next series, which is following on from Percy Jackson, is the Heroes of Olympus series. So The Lost Hero I am putting in comfort read. The Son of Neptune I'm putting in 4 out of 5 stars. The Mark of Athena is going in to be read because I only got halfway through it and then forgot it existed. Along with The House of Hades and The Blood of Olympus. We're down to our final pile. First up is The Grim Legacy. This is a one-off book. I've had this for quite a few years and this is also an ultimate comfort read for me. The Thousand Floor series, which I think is personally underrated and I haven't seen it anywhere online, and the concept of a 1,000 floor building which has basically an entire city in it, it's just so cool. So The 1,000 Floor is going in BRB rereading. The Towering Sky is going in comfort read. I got them in the wrong order, I lie. The Towering Sky is going in 4 out of 5 stars. And The Dazzling Heights is going in comfort read. The Jewel series, in which I do not own the 3rd book. So The Jewel I'm going to put in BRB rereading. And The White Rose I'm going to put in 4 out of 5 stars. And finally, for my physical copies of my books, we have the 3 Dark Crowns series, which I also think are entirely underrated and should be on the internet more. So 3 Dark Crowns is going to go into comfort read. 1 Dark Throne is also going in comfort read. 2 Dark Reigns I'm going to put in BRB rereading. And 5 Dark Fates I'm going to put in 4 out of 5 stars. And you may have noticed there are a few more books left on my tier ranking, in which are the books that I have in my Apple Books app. So first we have the Darkwood trilogy, which are all going to go in comfort read. I actually only bought the first book because it was the Apple Books 99-cent book of the week and I thought it sounded really interesting and I got addicted to the series and had to buy the next 2. Next we have Red, White and Royal Blue. I loved this book and it's going to go into BRB rereading. And finally, these next 5 books are the books that I read for my 24-hour reading challenge. Want to see me reading delusionally for 24 hours in a row? Go watch that video. First up is The Song of Achilles, which is going in 4 out of 5 stars. If you've seen the video, you know that I ranked that at 4 out of 5 stars because it was just a little hard to get through. Next we have Kingdom of the Wicked and Kingdom of the Cursed, because after I finished that video, I did go by Kingdom of the Cursed and I'm halfway through reading it. So Kingdom of the Wicked I'm putting into BRB rereading. And Kingdom of the Cursed, even though I'm only halfway through it, I do absolutely love it so far. I'm putting it into comfort read. The Love Hypothesis, which I've read twice now, is also going into comfort read. And our final book, These Violent Delights, is going into 4 out of 5 stars. Now that I noticed it, I actually didn't put any of my books into For My Enemies, which is probably because I have gotten rid of a few books that I probably didn't like, and so they're not on my bookshelf, because why would I own books that I don't like or don't want to read? And that was me tier ranking the 50 something books I own. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you subscribe, turn on my post notifications, follow all of my social media, which will be in the description box down below, and give this video a big thumbs up. And I'll see you in my next video.